to my 6 subscribers. Who are you guys? Who are these 6 people that are watching me? Except one is me, so technically 5 people. But that's crazy. Um, anyways, this is word with no, I'm still on it. I'm still 6 subscribers. That's crazy. I didn't even think anyone was watching me last video, but I was like really sad. And I'm not saying that I've gotten better because the world has obviously gotten worse, and we keep forgetting that we are no exceptions. This can reach anyone if we're not angry enough and if we're not doing enough. It can reach you easily too. We never speak up thinking it's never going to be us, and eventually it will also be us. We are not exceptions to what's happening in the world. We do have some geographical luck, but at the end of the day, if you're not part of the elites, if you're not part of the people that are making this world worse for their own needs is not the right words, but for their own betterment or for their own selfish reasons of how they look at the world, then you, my loves, are also prone to be victims, and you already are victims. It's not even April yet. I don't think Mumbai has been this hot. March, any kind of March before, this hot. It feels May. But maybe that's just me. But I feel extremely hot right now, and I've just been thinking about how climate change is real, and it always has been. But today we're not talking about that. We're talking about another monster, that's social media. I think I talk about social media a lot because I want to be part of it, and I, at the same time, absolutely hate it quite a lot. But I was also reiterating the fact that last video I got a comment, and that was the sweetest thing ever. And I was feeling pretty low in that time, and I still am because I think reading the news is not good for your health. But it's important so that you know what's happening in the world, and you should not stay away from it. You should not stay away from the news. That is bad advice. People who tell you that shut the news, don't watch the news, don't let the negativity get to you. Negativity, this is real. This is real. This is happening in the world. People are dying. There's there's oil falling from the skies in Iran. This is not normal. This is nowhere normal. This is not normal, and I'm not gonna let anyone make me believe that this is normal or that this is just negativity, and stay away from the news and just focus on your life. How am I supposed to focus on my life or future if the world is probably gonna burn? Where do I go? Where do I go? Stay in one place. That's not the life I wanted. And this is not fair. Maybe I'm mad at it for my own selfish reasons too. But my selfish reason is just the fact that the world should not be the way it is right now, and someone has to do something, and people should speak up. If you're not in the power to do something, then keep speaking up, because that is also a lot. That is also the power that you have of your voice and your beliefs and your moral systems. But moving on from the topic, this is not what I wanted to talk about. But again, another monster, which is social media. And there's this word that's been coming to my brain a lot, and it's called digital fatigue. I think I've read it somewhere for sure. I always tell myself that I'm going to do more research before I get into these videos, but I just want to say what's on my mind. I think that it's also so that my talking skills get better. I think that one, speak very fast, forget words very often, and this is just like, this is what it is. I think this is also helping me get a little more articulate, because it's important. But yes, it's digital fatigue. And I'm someone who doesn't follow a lot of influencers. Mostly, I don't follow influencers as much, to be very honest. I follow people whose work I admire. I follow people whose work I resonate with or I look up to, but I don't follow like influencers as what it has become now. I used to follow a few, but recently I didn't follow them. I unfollow them, and it's simply because of digital fatigue. Now, what is digital fatigue? I wish I did my research so I could tell you what it is, but for me, it feels like I'm tired. I'm tired of what's happening. I'm tired of everything that I'm seeing on my phone. I feel like nothing's new anymore, everything's repetitive. I feel like I don't remember the last 3 reels I've scrolled. I feel like everything is an ad, and that is my biggest concern, that everything has turned into an ad. I have to like stop my photo booth and then start it again, because for some reason if I make like a long video it just doesn't save, which is really mean. But it's also really hot, so I'm sweating like anything. And I'm also like working on a video myself for my Instagram, which is really not, it's very opposite of what the point I'm trying to make too. But I think everything's become an ad. Everything is an ad. Nothing feels real anymore, and everything is so curated and crafted and cinematic, and nothing is real, and I'm just tired of that. I don't look at social media and I feel anything. Maybe YouTube is still a place where I watch videos and I feel something, and I have a lot of takeaways from it. I still think that there that I feel like digital fatigue. I have deleted Instagram from my phone. I still have it on my browser, so me, but at least I don't doom scroll on reels because it's really hard to scroll on browser. But I'll tell you one thing, I still try hard. I still be like, I'll wait for the video to load, but then I'll just be like, yeah, I can't do this, which is great because I don't want to scroll on reels. But also, I was thinking about this influencer that I used to follow, and she used to make such amazing content, and seemed like the person who is like such a normal girl. She's not cool, she's not quirky, she's not different, she's just like a normal sweet girl. And she made content on her life and she did well, and I'm so happy for her, for everything she does. She wears cute outfits, she's really pretty, like she's drop dead gorgeous pretty. But her content was so sweet, and it was so her, and it was so authentic, if it's the right word. It was just her putting out her video and her life out there. But I also recently had to unfollow her because everything has become an ad. Everything has become an ad. Even her little cute sweet videos are now ads, and I absolutely cannot do that anymore. I'm still really happy for her. It's not just her, it's everyone. It's all these amazing, cool influencers who you think who are so woke and they are so feminist, but then they also give into capitalism and consumerism and their hauls and everything, and it just like, to me it defeats the purpose. I just think that, I'm not saying you shouldn't be feminist, I'm just saying that you guys don't know what it means. You cannot sell things all the time. And I'm not saying, like, if I'm making YouTube videos and I have to, and if I want ads, I mean, I will have to figure out a way of making money, but I'm sure I'm not gonna let it go away from my actual content, and I'm not gonna make everything an ad. And that's why I like YouTube, because whenever I see ads on YouTube, they're so like helpful. Like if I see Meena Lay, it's like Skillshare or something like that. It's like, okay, like if these places that are like educating platforms are still like sponsoring you, that's fine. Like I'm still okay with that. Like I can watch YouTube ads, like YouTube integrated ads in people's YouTube videos, because it's still, I wouldn't say it's like natural, but they're still like, hey, this person is sponsoring the video and this is what they do. And it's a lot of times it's like an educating platform or like a money helping platform, but it's not like something I would necessarily buy if I don't really want. But when you see Instagram, it's filled with like influencers constantly selling stuff. It's the same people who will tell you that I don't believe in fast fashion, but then they're going to these thrift places or these roadside places and buying so much. And it's like, no, see, that's the problem. Like fast fashion, against it fully, but if you're over consuming these street side vendors, you do realize this is also coming from somewhere, right? Like you do realize that it's also it's not ethically made. It's just that it's these guys source it from places. And of course we should give our money to people who deserve it, or even like the street vendors who sell clothes like in Hill Road or Sarojini or wherever, because they're still much more deserving of it than any fast fashion brand. But it also defeats the purpose if you're buying so many clothes and not even wearing half of them. And it also defeats the purpose if you're like overtly like consuming things, even if it's ethical. Like that's not the point. The point is to buy one thing so that it lasts long. That's the point. That's the point of being ethical consumption. But it's okay. As someone who does who likes to dress likes to wear a lot of maximalist jewelry. My jewelry has been collected over time, and a lot of it has been like this is my mom's, so a lot of it has come, and right now I'm not wearing a lot of my over like I wish I could show you all my jewelry. I can look at it, I can look at it here, it's everywhere, but it has been collected over time. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. Oh my god, guys, I am far from perfect, but I'm saying that if people keep promoting overconsumption, even if it's not from fast fashion, it's still promoting overconsumption. It is what it is, and that really bothers me. One, second, it's a lot of these queer influencers who I look up to. I wouldn't say look up to. I don't really look up to any influencers, or I honestly I don't look up to anyone. I don't look up to actors. I don't even look up to politicians. I don't look up to smart people. I don't look up to anyone because I don't believe in that. Because I believe we're all humans, we're all equal, and I'm not gonna look up to anyone. But that's not the point of what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that these people who I think are really cool and fun and like amazing, and then I see a video of them doing like an H&M sponsorship, or asking or like advocating for the right things in the world, which is great, but then also doing collabs with brands such as Nike that are, you know, on the BDS, on the boycott list, advocating for the boycott stuff, but they're not following it and promoting it because they're paying you. And then also being like, oh, this is all that I want for my birthday, or this is all that I want for something. And then also like you're asking for more stuff from bands to send you for free. Oh my god, like is it just me? Is it not like defeating the purpose of your entire existence? Isn't being feminist or being queer or being like being leftist, anti-capitalist? Aren't you like, how does that work? Like, how are you giving so much into capitalism for some free stuff while also being like, oh yeah, I'm a feminist, or like being so triggered by like the small things that happen, and that's okay. I don't have anything against that. I believe in microaggressions, and I'm completely okay if small things trigger someone, because small things trigger me. So I'm completely fine with that, and even if they didn't trigger me, I would be fine with it, because I completely understand where people are coming from. But at the same time, you can't, I don't know, maybe progress is not linear, but at the same time, we're gonna keep going down from one end if we keep going up from one end and don't do anything about this. Giving into capitalism while screaming freedom is giving liberal feminism. All of you guys are liberal feminists, and I am tired of seeing liberal feminists on my Instagram, and that is my biggest issue. Honestly, I'm tired of seeing a lot of things on my Instagram, but when I look up to a woman, again, look up as in when I'm like, wow, she seems like the best, or they seem like amazing, or when I'm looking up to anyone on Instagram and then they do something where I'm just like, oh, you're all the same. You guys are all the same. A little bit of money can change you and your views. And I truly, one thing that I want is not to become a parody of myself. I don't want to be saying all these things and eventually become that person. Because look at some of our new recent influencers like Tanmay Bhatt and Prajakta Kohli. And I'm not even going to say the third name because I don't really consider him as, I don't know, like, I guess he did his hard work. But to make videos or to get, because, or the way you got famous was to make fun of certain rich people, and then you turn into the same rich people. I don't want to become the parody of myself. I don't want to be an influencer that supports overconsumption. I don't want to get every ad that I get because that's weird. I don't want to become like, I don't want to become this. That's what scares me on social media, you know, like putting myself out there is one thing, but turning into someone I don't want to be is another thing. And I think that it's so possible because I see it happen all over. And then when I see the same people having intellectual conversations, I can't help but judge, because I'm just like, have you seen your page? Have you seen your page? I don't know what to say. I think I'm just like, all over the place when it comes to this, because I have so much anger in me. It may not seem like it, but I have so much anger in me when it comes to these things, because I really want the world to get better. But if we can't stop giving into our needs, not even our want, not even like our necessity, but our needs and wants, and we give in so much to capitalism, we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. I swear to God, we are not going anywhere. Poem that I wrote, yeah, last night, that that encapsulates how I feel most of the time. My poems are a little sad. Please bear with me. Um, my hair looks terrible, by the way, but it's okay. See, again, giving into, I guess, patriarchal standards of society. But okay. So we start. Erupt away from the core to the horizons. Erupt away from the east to the west, and I'll cry, and I'll pick up the papers, and I'll read about death, and I'll look down, feeling ashamed of myself. When I weed for what I've become, I think of those who couldn't be. When I'm asked for my future, I think of those who didn't have one. How do you acknowledge the privilege that you did nothing for, you didn't earn or fight for? Mere luck, what do you do of it? Do you make use of it, or do you just acknowledge it so your hands stay clean, so you can spend your money on things you don't need, so you can give into their never ending greed? So they tell you what to buy and what is not in season. So they tell you that they are better when their bags are made of crocodile leather. So they destroy the planet as you generate a harmless email. So they make you fight amongst yourselves. They make you idolize them. You fight for their ideals while leaving behind yours. Oh Allah, I'm not your strongest soldier. I think the end of the poem was something more was coming to it, but nothing came to me, so then I just let it go. Ending it on this note, bye guys, don't participate in capitalism. I'm gonna do a little more research on this. I keep saying that, but then I can make a video on why we should not overconsume. Bye for my 6 subscribers.